It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a rematch from Super Bowl 12. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Denver Broncos, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate number one threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And here we see Dak Prescott taking the field, Mike, coming off what a lot of people thought was an MVP caliber season. He finished runner-up, of course, to Lamar Jackson. And people love to nitpick Dak's game. I don't know if it's because he plays for the Cowboys and people love to hate. But regardless, he is as talented as they come. He is the leader of that team. He needs to have the postseason success that he has found in the regular season. Once he does that, I'm not sure what's left to nitpick.
Down to gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They put Pickens in motion. And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that ball incomplete over the middle. They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. Here's a Scotland. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Cowboys offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Now a second down throw for Prescott. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They had a disappointing quick 3-and-out on that opening drive, so they'll try it again here in a scoreless game with 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going to air this one out. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Prescott now. That one's to the rookie from Texas Tech. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Open man, left side, he's got it. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Cowboys.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Here's Prescott. The back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dallas. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Throwing, Nix. This one complete to Bryant. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. They'll throw. It's Nix. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Broncos. Now Mike McCarthy, not ball, and he has thrown the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. On second down, it's Nix. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
You can see this quarterback. He has a lot of confidence in his legs as he escapes the pocket to extend these plays downfield. But let's give credit to the defensive front. They continued to pursue, and they were able to take him down behind the line for a sack.
Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Denver. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for this next possession. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Dak to throw, and he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
A gain there of 21. That's good for a Dallas first down. Now a give on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Dak to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Prescott again. He's got it at the 3. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? They'll try it one more time, but now a bit closer. It is 2nd and goal. They run over center with Williams. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and good. And the Cowboys will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he is stopped At the 25, the drive will begin there. The Broncos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. Here's 2nd and 2. A tight end in motion now. They'll run with the former Golden Domer, Audric Estime. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down. One quarter in the books. It's the Cowboys with the early edge. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. First and 10. Throwing is Nix. He runs with it. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Nix. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
This is why every defense wants to play with the lead, because it allows them to just tee off on the quarterback. Go rush the passer. You're not worried about them handing the ball off or little quick game. You know they're chasing points, so what can you do? You can get after this guy, and boy, have they ever.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw is Nix. That's out wide to try the tight end screen. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. So it's going to bring up 4th down.
Nice job here by the defense. They understood this quarterback is looking to push this ball downfield past the line to gain, and he's got no choice but to check it down short to the tight end, rally tackle, and brings up 4th down.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. In motion, Lamb. Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. Here's Brian Anger now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Broncos offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Here's the punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Cowboys offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Prescott now. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they...
This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. To throw is Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down by a good couple of yards as they get 3 on 4th and inches.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Second down, Prescott. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's going to be taken down at about the 30. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott. He'll get it inside the 20. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's into the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cowboys will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. A handoff here, up the middle. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there on the stop. They face second down and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That'll be caught along the sideline. Good work there. Here's third down and a few inches. Here's Nix to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Throwing. Nix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now, a second down throw for Nix. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Nix now on 1st and 10. That's caught once again by Ingram. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. That's caught. It's the tight end Ingram. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Open man is Davis. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Throwing is Nix. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Nix gonna give this to Estime. Powering forward, he's in. Audric Estime, touchdown Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Broncos get back in it. It is 21-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Whoa! And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. They'll start out first down and 10. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Back to throw is Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Third down, 3 to go. Now Prescott. And on third down, that ball incomplete. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Already closing in on 100 yards receiving in the first half. That one picks up a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his tight end, it's Ingram. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Alex Singleton there on the tackle. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front as we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. the middle they go. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Mozzie Smith, the former first-round pick, makes the play. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. Nix from the gun on third down. That's caught left side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Denver first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal. That tackle's made at the 10-yard line. They'll look to throw again. This one caught at the 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. Now, a 2-point conversion attempt coming. Now, Nick's going to look to throw. A hit, and he has lost the football. The Cowboys have it, and he's going to be out of bounds and is short of the goal line, and the try for 2 does not work. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Now a handoff running right. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. This one complete right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Left side, caught by Lamb. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's second and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Cowboys will extend this third quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll stick with him again. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Throwing. Nix. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Maris Leofau. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Really nice job there defensively. I mean, they completely took away his first read, and instead of the young quarterback going through his progression and being patient, taking what the defense gives him, he decides to still try to fit it in and force that ball, and ultimately ends up resulting in the takeaway.
The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle. Second and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Quick throw here is complete. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but I'm there.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Prescott. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This one from 39 yards out. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend their 3rd quarter lead. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has had all sorts of trouble in this one. Your quarterback has to take care of the ball, and he has not. Turning it over in the air, turning it over as a fumbler. You just cannot win football games in this league when the quarterback's giving the defense the ball, and that's what he's done in this one. from the 39. Here's a 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. That caught by Davis. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
3rd and 5. Davis going in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back to the field. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20. Second down and 8. To throw is Dak. This one caught by CeeDee Lamb. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To throw is Prescott. Open net. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. But this is taken in by a teammate.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often. And when they do, you got to seize the moment.
In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Pistol now for Prescott. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, Prescott to the air. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Third and a yard. They'll try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground. On the give, it's Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On play action, here's Dak. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and through. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one complete to Bryant. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here, second and 10. They'll throw, it's Nix. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Throwing is Nix. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He's going to run it. Second down, Nix. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. A gain there of 11. First down, Broncos. On the bootleg, it's Nix. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. To throw is Nix. Got a man over the middle. There's Sutton. Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal. Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And third down just became a lot tougher. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Nix from the gun on third down. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Denver. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Waste of time.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Cowboys.
Little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the 4th quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw them the ball, and for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Play fake. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. To the air again, Prescott. There's that man again, another catch. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They run over center with Williams. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They'll go with Williams. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On second down, it's Dak. Now he'll run it. Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys tack on one more to their lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork, a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's got the 1st down, not by a whole lot. He only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Open man is Davis. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Throwing, Nix. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
Now he'll run. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Third and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
He's got his man. He finds Sutton. He's going to have a Broncos first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on fourth down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Nix. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. They'll throw. It's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. On fourth down, here's Nix. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Cowboys offense ready to take over once again. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Trying the left side, here goes Williams, and he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.